All right, welcome, Neha. I hope you're doing amazing today. So today I have Neha here, who runs an online business in Mauritius, and I believe we met online on Facebook. I think those are one of the greatest connections that you make nowadays. And she joined me on Thinking to Results in December of 2022. So it's been about 2 months now, and I remember what Neha said, she said that I'm just going to come in because I trust the process. And she just decided to take it from there. So, firstly, congratulations, Neha, for taking this step and this decision because I think this is where most people get stuck. They're not able to make decisions, they're not able to take this step because of fear. So, firstly, congratulations to you. Would you like to say something before we go into your story?
Hi, Shani. First of all, thank you for having me here. It's my pleasure to share my experience so that it can benefit maybe someone out there. Yeah, so yes, it has been a great experience so far. Only 1 month, but it's going on great, and I'm really excited for what thinking into result is unfolding for me. And I know there's a lots of great things coming ahead too. And yeah, it's just a positive mind that you have to do whatever you're doing, and things will automatically work out.
Absolutely. And I think it goes deeper than just positive thinking. Uh,
Mm.
yes, it does. So before we even go to that, so Neha, what convinced you to join thinking into results in the first place?
Okay, actually, I didn't know about Bob Proctor before. It's only last year that I found out about him. My bad. But yeah, better late than never. And one funny thing I was reflecting on last week, I used to call my father Bob, just like like a nickname. At times I call him Bob, come here, Bob. And then recently I realized, okay, that's why I met Bob Proctor, because virtually I have been calling him into my life. But I was in a group last year of high income habits, and I thank God I came across Shalini online. I think when we were in the same group, I think for a masterclass. Yeah, and then when Shalini told me about thinking into results, I had no idea about it. What was it about? But I knew it was something good, because if it is Bob Proctor's teachings and so many people are in this community, it obviously has to be something good. It cannot be something out of the blue that people are just sharing, of course. It's something valuable material that I'm getting myself into. And I just trusted the process, because I knew that if I was actually thinking about thinking into results every day before I decide. Then I say, okay, I think I need to join. Then I took a decision. I trusted the process. And I think it has been the best decision I made so far. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Neha, for that. I'm glad that you feel that it's the best decision that you ever made because it always happens that prior to making a decision, we ponder so much. And I loved how you said that you are thinking about it every single day. So I remember you had said to me that you're getting signs that you should just go for it, and you just made a decision. So congratulations on that because that's a very big step for most people, which they're not able to take. So tell me, how is your journey going so far?
Okay, my journey so far is going on great, because I never knew how to set a goal for myself. I never had a goal in my life. And actually, I left my job to pursue my online business after learning about so many things from these programs, because I think you should go for what you dream of, because this is what will bring you to your purpose in life. Because even in daily life, we just go on with life, like work a job, come back home, then get up, again. But I never knew that I had to set a goal for myself. And this I came across with you, like you showed me how to set up a goal. And like this is now my driving force every day. Like I know I'm working for something. Earlier it was not, because I just knew, okay, I take up everything that comes ahead, and I know I can do it, but I'll just take up what life is giving me. But since I started setting goals, and I can actually see so many things, be it small things, but so many things that I had set for my goals, it is in fact coming true. And like I shared with you, there are so many things I wanted to do, like even for my online business, speaking as a webinar panelist. And when I reflect, when I'm getting this opportunity, I see my goal, I'm like, oh my God, this is what I had written, and it's actually coming true. So this is just amazing.
So, firstly, congratulations to you for doing the work because, as much as you said that I showed you how to set a goal, you did the work. So, it's a bigger congratulations to you for taking that step. I liked how you said that, you left your job, to start your online business and you went to pursue what it is that you really want. Would you mind elaborating on that a bit, because there are a lot of people here, as they're listening to us, they're stuck, they want to, go to the next level, be it leave their jobs, be it expand their business, open a new business, gain time and financial freedom. People are looking for different things. What would you tell them, and what was your experience like? Did you hit the terror barrier? Because it's fear, right, that stops people from transitioning. So, what was your experience around them, and what would you tell them?
Okay, I noticed that many of us, we want to do something, but we just keep worrying about what will happen in the future. Like we don't think about the good. We just think, mostly, not everybody, but mostly we think about, oh, what if this happens, what if this happens, but we don't think about, oh, it can turn out like this. I Let me just give it a chance and see what happens. And this is something I believe in, that if something comes to me as an intuition, I just believe it and I just go for it. Like I did, I trampled my terror barrier, like you said. I have I have lots of things going on in the background, but I know that if I have chosen this path, good things will come to me. You just have to believe in it. And there are so many things that I'm doing for my personal development, because I believe that personal development will be the prior thing to lead me to my results. Like thinking into result is a great personal development that I will, even after our program finishes, I was just saying to you, like, there are so many things that I will use even after the program, like for myself, which I didn't know before. And I can also share to in the family. Like now when somebody speaks like something which I know is not good, I'm like, can you just shift your way of talking?
Amazing,
Like, yeah, like
amazing.
this is so beneficial.
Absolutely. So what I'm picking here is that you're saying that thinking into results is a way of life, isn't it? Because even,
It
the
is.
so exactly, even the so-called 6 month period, that we have of working together. Of course, you'll always be a part of the online community. We are all on the same WhatsApp group, and of course, it's never really going to end as such because, as you said, you're even sharing this with your family, and you're going to keep using the principles. And I think what you said, that personal development always has a priority, before you want to do something in your life. So I absolutely agree with that. And of course, we are both a product of the product as we speak here today, because I think for both of us, some of these things would not have happened if you would not have been exposed to this information. So let's talk about, now what changes have you experienced so far, and what impact has it had on you? Maybe you can speak about your specific experiences so far.
Okay. So firstly, I'm learning how to see how my behavior is. Like we talk about paradigm, but I didn't know what is a paradigm. And I learned the definition, but internally within myself, I didn't know how to analyze myself. Like uh, I never put time to reflect on myself, why I'm doing this and why I'm not getting this result. But now I'm learning how to internalize myself, doing the self talk, like how to see how I'm behaving. And also, I'm putting in good habits, like which will lead me to my results. And this is very important. So, for me personally, if I'm not changing certain habits, I won't get the results that I want. Like me, sometimes we just wish that we get this result, but we are not working towards it. And we know what to do. And this is what I'm learning. Like, I get so many ideas, but I was not acting on my ideas. I was just procrastinating. But now I'm learning how to put the work for myself and change my habits so that I can do the work. Because automatically we don't realize, I was thinking that at times I'm lazy, but I realized that I'm not. So this is what I'm learning so far, and I know that I can establish good habits so that I can change my behavior, which will change my results.
Absolutely. And we sometimes, as you said, you thought you were lazy. So we tend to label ourselves, right? But it's only our paradigm that really, really needs to be shifted. And I like how you said that you didn't really know what a paradigm is, because it goes
Mm.
way deeper than we actually understand it. And it needs a lot of work, sorry, excuse me, for us to be able to shift it. Now, can you talk about, some of the direct impact that you felt, in your maybe in your business, or in anything that has changed for you, even in your personal life, because of thinking into results? Because I think our audience needs to hear, these specific things that have changed for you, or have miraculously, not miraculously as such because you did the work, but how you just dropped me some messages and said that, oh, this has happened and this has happened. So maybe you talk about one or two things.
Okay. Firstly, I always thought that I again back we always think but it's not the case. So I was thinking I'm a night owl. Firstly, I wanted to wake up early, but I've also always said to myself, okay, I don't like waking up early, I just like to do things at night. But then I wanted to put in this habit of waking up early, because I saw many people, successful people, they wake up early. So just some research. But now I'm able to do it because I'm building this good habit with thinking into results. So I learned how I can change this habit of sleeping late and wake up early. This is one goal I'm achieving, and I did it today as well. So I woke up early, I did my exercise, and I know this will continue because it's already programming. I'm already programming myself. How I should program myself. And secondly, for my business, which is very important, um, uh, I'm getting so many results, as I said, with my goals. And recently, I wanted to talk as webinar panelist, like I told you. And in fact, I got an opportunity to talk as a webinar panelist, which will be in March. And in my goal card, it was in March. So I don't know. When I first saw this, I was like, wait, what is this?
So it happened before you thought it would happen, because it's
Yeah.
written for March and you were already asked way before that, right?
Exactly, yeah. So I'll be speaking as a webinar panelist in March. And randomly last week, one of my mentor asked me to just share about my experience. And normally what I do, I will like, okay, I'm scared of talking uh, because I feel like I'm an introvert, but this was just my self-image. I'm not. Yes, and there were so many successful people on that call, and I remember before I unmute and talk, I'm like, okay, everybody is the same.
Absolutely.
Why should I be scared? Everybody's the same, and it turned out to be really good. And before I was like, I will find ways to avoid that situation. Before, this was my behavior. I will like at the end minute, let me find some excuse and say I'm not able. I'm not ashamed of sharing it now because I now know the reason why I was behaving like that. And this is all happening with thinking into results, so many positive changes, and I know there are many things are coming. And also in the way of we learned how to, the self-talk is so important. Like before approaching someone in my business, before I approach someone, how I'm talking to myself. If I'm judging negative before talking to my person, obviously the outcome is negative because I sent that energy and I made things negative for myself. We never realized that, but it is the case, and I just learned about it through this program. So so many things are unfolding.
Absolutely. I think your journey is very wonderful. And again, congratulations to you for implementing, everything that you've been taught, because it all starts with your own initiative, right? So firstly, making a decision and then making sure that you follow through your decision. So these are very important things. Now, would you recommend others to take up thinking into results, and what would you tell people who are hesitant about investing in themselves? Because a lot of this is about, for people it's a lot about money. They say that I don't have the money, I don't have this, I don't have the time. How do I know I'll get the results? What would you say to people who are still on the fence, who are wondering, pondering, unable to make that decision, and unable to just jump to make that change in their life? What would you say to them today, Neha?
Okay, so let me tell you that firstly, most of the decisions I took in my life, even thinking into results, I never had the money. But I never thought about the money first, because this is not the thing that you should think about. Because if you think that money is a worry, then you won't attract it in your life. So if you think about what this will bring you and you trust the process, then obviously you will get more money. so so don't think about money. If you're hesitating, this is the best program that can change your life, and I'm saying it for myself. I'm not saying because I'm in the program, but if it was not a good program, even Shalini would not have been in the program. And Bob Proctor is someone so reputable. He has done so many things for so many years. So it's just amazing teaching that you will use all your life. That's all I can say. Yeah. So don't
Amazing.
be hesitant and just go for it.
Absolutely, be a decision maker and just go for it. It's that simple,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so
Simple.
much. Yeah, thank you so much, Neha. It was amazing having you here. And I hope our audience has enjoyed viewing this session today, because, Neha took her time to come live and, tell us about her experience, which I believe is very valuable for all of us to understand. Because, sometimes we need to take that additional step. We need to just decide and say, I'm just doing this, and that's it. Because if you don't ever do that, you'll never make those changes. You'll never go for what it is that you really want in your life. All right, so I'll end it here. Have a lovely rest of the day.
Thank you.
Let me just stop the